Good morning, everybody. Willie here, good old wanna go fishing. It is early morning. It is in the... Hold on a second. It's 6:15 in the a.m. That's right, in the morning time. And I've already been outside once, and you know I went outside and it's actually cold. Well, cool. It's like 68 degrees out there this morning. It's like I had gone to sleep in August and woke up in January. What's going on around here? Craziness. But hey, what I'm looking at is, that last video, several people showed a good interest in the underspins on the fly rod. And with it being cooled down like that, I thought, that's what I thought, Now, I don't know why I thought, Some people may have thought, oh. Some people may think, But me, I thought, So I thought, maybe when that sun gets on that water over there, it's getting a little bit cool along the edges, the sun comes up, gets along the edge, and those fish might be wanting to hit. It'd be a good idea to take out that brand new fly rod. Here's the top half. You saw the bottom half in the last video. Hold on, there's a scooter going by. Ten after 6. Anyway, let's get back to fishing and not wanting to run someone over with your car. So I thought anyway, it would be fun to get down to the lake, see what this new fly rod is all about. 7'6". Now I'm used to using either 6 foot, give or take, because I broke the tip off of that one, or 8'6". Now I know it's just a foot and it's not going to make all that difference really, but it's a nice rod and I'd like to use it. It's a Dogwood Canyon White River Louisville Slugger something. It's got so many names. So anyway, what I want to do is actually take the 6'6", and we'll take the 6 foot or 6'6", take the one that I broke that's shorter now than it used to be, and use this one as a 7'6" as well, and see if we can't catch a few fish. Now, what I'd like to use, the 1810, definitely the 1810, and the reel that's already on here because I put it on here during the last video, and now I'm going to break the tip off of this one because I keep slamming it into the roof of the room, which is really a living room and not a fishing room, and it has an 8-foot ceiling, and I'm using a 6'6" rod or 8'6" depending, and you always jam it in the roof of the... I need a detached garage with like 10-foot ceilings. Never going to have that, but I do need one. That's where we're going to, there's the 1875 right there. We're going to take that out there with us and hopefully catch a few fish. Now I was debating on taking all this stuff apart and putting it on the old monkey, and we go out there and just piddle around a little bit. I'm thinking that's the idea. Anybody have a better one? I'll wait. You ever get down to the end of your coffee and you feel all those grounds that made it through somehow, that managed to escape and get in there, hitting you in the back of the throat? I just did. So anyway, let's see what we can get together, get everything put together here, and take a trip down to the lake. Take these fancy fly rods with us and these underspin reels, and no, I'm not going to bring the green reel. I'm just not. I know you want me to, but I've done it so much. I really have. I've done the green reel. I think I may have overdone the green reel, and I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to constantly bring the green reel. I have many. Unless I bring this one. But anyway, let's get this stuff together. Maybe we'll take a trip down to the lake. Maybe. I mean, what do I mean, maybe? Maybe. I mean, this would be the end of the video if I didn't do it. Now, this is going to be like a Bill Dance kind of moment out here. I mean, the sun is literally coming up over the water, and we got shade over here. Woodpeckers are making noise. I've seen several fish jump, but they're all on the other side of the lake because the sun is kind of putting the shade on that side. We're going to get these things built and put together as quickly as we possibly can and try to catch some fish. Okay, we got this one built. Let's get down to the water real quick. Now it's extremely breezy out here, and you're probably going to hear a lot of wind. And I'm going to try to show you how I use this thing. That is the whole idea, is to show you how this works. This is the 1810. That's what we're trying first. 1810 has a little bit of a learning curve, as we've talked about before. Switch forward, trigger back, releases the line, hold your line. As you cast, you flip the switch back. Okay, got that? There we go. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Wish I'd have had the camera angled that way. That's good fish. The Willie popper finally produced one. Been kind of scared it hasn't been happening recently. Good fish. The wind got up right as I turned the camera up. Okay, we're back with the 1875 here. Okay, this is the one. There's no winding backwards. There's no flipping. This has got the boop, you know, on there. Which I'm sorry, but I'm not going to boop a whole lot while I'm out here trying to fish. But I'm going to fish with it. And this, okay, this is the older fly rod that I was telling you about. This is a White River Classic. Okay, White River Classic, one less name. This is not a White River Dogwood Canyon Macaroni. Come on. Put a drip right dead in the middle of the camera. Good thing I looked, because I mean, that little drip right there would have completely covered him. You wouldn't have seen him. Obviously, casting this thing one-handed is easy. There's nothing to it. Grab the line, boop, swing away. Setting the hook the same way. Bring it up just like you would with a normal fly fishing setup. You set the hook and, you know, hold the line a little bit. Holding your arm up at a 46.2 degree angle. Retrieving, not horsing it in. 6 pound line, okay, that's all that is. 6 pound. This is actually Suffix that's on this one, 6 pound Suffix Elite. I usually like to use 6 pound trout magnet, but I didn't have enough to go on the reel. So I'm gonna cast over there real quick and try to catch him. At this point, I have tried probably 12 to 15 different baits. The only thing I haven't tried is worm, but I guess I'm gonna have to give that a shot if I intend to catch anything on this. It's crazy. That took some time right there. That took some time. But it does prove to me that they're out there deeper. But I love this guy. You the man. Heidi ho, welcome back. So there you go. There is your Shakespeare 1875 and Shakespeare 1810 tutorial. I've never done a tutorial. Honestly, don't even know what that means. I felt like I was just showing you what to do. So yes, I use both of them, the 1810 and the 1875 Shakespeare, on fly rods. That's how I do it. Now, I'm not saying that it's the only way to do it. I'm just saying there's no other way to do it. And I'm not saying you have to do it that way. I'm just saying you need to do it that way. But anyway, the fly rods, let's talk about those real quick. Those are Bass Pro Shops fly rods. I guess technically they're sold at Bass Pro Shops. They are, one is a White River, hold on a minute. Okay, one of them is a White River Classic. That's the older one. That is the one that I got. Man, I think it was when our Bass Pro Shops opened down here, and it was the grand opening and you could get them pretty cheap. And I did. I bought that White River Classic. Now, it was a 6'3". Unfortunately, I broke about 3 inches of the tip off, and that's a rough estimate. So she's probably somewhere around 6 foot. I'm just guessing, somewhere in there. Because about 3 inches it broke off. But it still works really, really well. It's a 3-weight. Now, the new one is a White River Dogwood Canyon. I know, there's a lot of names there, but it worked really well. But it's 7'6", so that extra foot was really helping me against the wind. Thank you, Bob Seeger. As I was casting that hula popper, because unfortunately the wind was coming right at me, and it was really that extra foot was helping me blast that thing to the other side of that little cove right there, even though I didn't catch a thing in the cove. Nothing at all. Not even a hit. So 3 fish were caught. 1 pretty good sized fish. That was a pretty good sized bass we caught on that first one on the old hula popper. I'm glad that guy was hungry. Man, that was fun. Oh man, he had that rod bent. And again, you can't horse these fish with these rods. And the reels aren't going to take it but so much. I don't know what the exact pounds, you know, of drag these things have. Back in that time frame, it was really a whole lot of, well, just tighten it until it doesn't run out anymore. Or loosen it if necessary. Which, with the way I had it set, that particular fish, that first fish, was easing up the drag just a little bit. He was bringing just a little bit of it out, which was fine. And you have to be able to feel it. You got to be able to feel when that fish begins to pull. You've got to let your arm be that drag just a little bit when you're doing it this particular way. But it did fine. Now, let's get around to that 1875 and the other 2 fish that we caught. The 1875, we caught a fish on a worm. Which that was the last resort. I had tried, I can't begin to tell you how many times I changed colors and baits. I will tell you this, that they have been putting a chemical of some kind in the lake, been treating it. And ever since they started doing that, the fish have been really wishy-washy. And that really hurts me. That hurts me because it's one of those dependable places that I can go to and catch fish to show you guys certain reels and to show you guys rods and things and the vintage stuff, or a review where I can catch fish. Because, you know, let's face it, you can't review something that you haven't used. It's impossible. I mean, how can you? I can tell you how it looks. I can tell you it's smooth. I can tell you it looks like it's built well. But until you got some weight on the other end of whatever it is that you're using or fishing with, I can't really tell you anything. So it really stinks that those fish have been, I don't know if they're shocked or what they are, but where I used to go out there and just tear them up all through the season. They've just been acting weird. So that's enough about that. But the 3 I caught was enough for you to be able to see how I cast, for you to be able to see how hook sets, to be able to reel something in. You got to see that. And that's what this video was all about. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you had a good time out there with me. All I can say is from this point on, we'll see you on the next one, whatever the next one may be. Now, I need a sandwich to go with this drink. Grape Crush just isn't the same without ham and cheese.